In today's news, Anguilla leaders condemn recent violent crimes. Marlon A. PENN speaks on TRIP and the engagement with stakeholders. Assistant Commissioner of Police Pam TREVILLION resigns. The ALTHEA SCATLIFFE Primary School redevelopment project delayed. Sewage project to improve 7th and 8th districts. Webinar series aimed to strengthen global industry ties. VG United closes gap as Wolves drop points in National League. We have the details of this and much more when 284 News returns.
Some claim that the age of a true gentleman is far behind us, but we disagree. He may appear in different guises today, but the values and ideals that make him a gent still stand. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman by yours truly, Ron Grant, presents Season 7. Introducing Travi Rose, Creative Director. Alex Lake, Businessman. Sean Black, Cinematographer. Dakari Wheatley Adams, Content Creator. Donandre Millwood, Educator and Musician. Hashim Dream, Entertainer. James Todman Sr., Contractor. Dr. Albert Tompkins, Psychotherapist. Walter Barrett, Author. Rakim Todman, Producer and Engineer. Kamal Letson, Photographer. Roosevelt Smith III, Sales Manager and Hospitality Professional. Leland Abraham, IT Technician and Cybersecurity Analyst. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, Season 7, every Wednesday at 8 p.m., exclusively on 284 Media. Get ready to reason, reflect, and redefine yourself through the stories of real-life heroes. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, Season 7, Raising a Generation of Greatness. Voted Top 35 Gentleman Podcast Worldwide by FeedSpot and BI Icon Award winner.
Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of 284 News. It is Wednesday, February 19th, 2025. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the very latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. A happy Wednesday is wished to everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us. Beginning our newscast, Anguilla's governor and premier have stated that it is too early to speculate the motives behind the island's recent violent crimes, including the February 17th murder of Virgin Islander Omari Roberts, stressing that ongoing investigations must be allowed to take their course. In a joint statement following a briefing with the Commissioner of Police, Anguilla's Governor Julia Crouch and Premier Dr. Ellis Webster strongly condemned the recent wave of violence, which includes a February 7th murder of an elderly man, a February 8th shooting which left a young man injured, and the fatal shooting of Omari Roberts, a Virgin Islander. He said, and I quote, "Our thoughts and prayers are firstly with the family and friends of all those who have lost their lives and all affected. We are also aware of the heightened anxiety and fear this would have created across the normally peaceful island. This is not something we are or should ever become accustomed to." The Royal Anguilla Police Force said it is actively investigating each incident and following multiple leads. Though authorities have not yet determined if any of the crimes are connected, both the governor and premier are receiving regular updates from the Commissioner of Police. Authorities have also expressed gratitude to members of the public who have already come forward with information and are urging others to do so as well. Those with relevant details are encouraged to speak with a trusted officer within the Royal Anguilla Police Force or provide tips via their confidential website at gov.ai/911. Additionally, officials assured the public that all information submitted through the site is securely stored off-island with restricted access. Opposition member and 8th District Representative, the Honorable Marlon A. PENN, who is part of the Premier's lead delegation to the Asia mission, recently shared his take on the importance of the trip to the BVI's financial services industry.
We hit the ground running from the minute I landed. We were able to go to some roundtable discussions with the industry. We now got on a boat. We're now in Macau. We got into Hong Kong first. Spoke with the industry about some of the challenges that we're having with the industry and some of the initiatives that we're moving forward. We had some really good feedback with the industry earlier today. We're now in Macau visiting our students who are here in Macau. We had a good exchange program with the University of Macau and the Virgin Islands, and the students are here with us tonight and having dinner and just having a good conversation.
Honorable PENN addressed the intention of the roundtable meetings in hearing from stakeholders.
I think those meetings are important to get the feedback on some of the changes that we're going through right now. We just went through the mutual evaluation period, and a lot of changes have come up with the mutual evaluation, a lot of legislative changes, things that are going to have impact on the industry. And it's good to hear the industry's feedback in terms of those changes and whether those changes are affecting business, to see where we can make some adjustments in terms of the impact of those changes to the businesses that do business in BVI. BVI has a large presence in the Asia market, and you need to get the feedback from your customers to see how those things are affecting them. So we did that today, and I think it was a very good discussion, and things that we feel that could be adjusted where necessary.
When asked about the frequency of travel by ministers, Honorable PENN stated that such trips are essential.
I think engagement is important. I mean, if you're playing on this level, you're talking about billions of dollars that is invested in the BVI economy through BVI vehicles in the Asian market. You need to touch and feel the persons who are doing that business. They're doing that business on behalf of the territory. So I think it was good to hear the feedback from a lot of major players in the industry in the room with the Premier, myself, the former Deputy Honorable Smith, and all other stakeholders that were in the room. It's good to hear the feedback directly, because it's important now that we have, for the first time I believe, that you've seen a delegation where the opposition and government is on the same delegation, because you need to get perspective from both sides of the aisle. And it shows a level of camaraderie or a level of commitment from the government on the issue of financial services to the industry. And you see opposition and government working collaboratively on this industry. We've always had a good relationship when it comes to financial services. It's one of those industries where we don't play partisan politics with it. And I think that should continue moving forward.
He also spoke about the success of the student exchange program, scholarship program that is, and his ability to interact with BVI students who are presently studying in Asia. He mentioned that much can be learned from the University of Macau.
It's a very good experience. I like the way that they've developed the university. They have a rich, they focus a lot on archiving a lot of their history. One of the things that we need to do a better job of here is in terms of archiving our history or periodicals and all those things that tells the story of the Virgin Islands. I don't think we do a good enough job of that. I think this is one of the things we can learn from the University of Macau. As you see, a rich history back into the 14th century.
Yes, it was very good.
Way back, a lot of the history is documented. And you can hear, conversing with the students, you hear from our students that the experience that they're getting from the level of education that is being taught here at Macau. It's a good thing for us, and I'm glad that we have this program in place where students get this opportunity to travel all the way across the world and get this enriching experience, and to get good quality education is a good thing. So I'm just looking forward to the discourse tonight with the students, hear more about their experience, how things are going, how we can make things better for them, how we can create more opportunities for more Virgin Islanders be part of this program as well.
Up next, viewers, we have much more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Just give me my service. Yeah. Just give me my service. Just give me my service.
Make the switch to CCT and get connected today. Unlimited talk, text, and data. Visit any CCT store or call us at 444-4444. CCT, Life Unlimited.
He hit me. Will CG cover this?
Don't worry. Remember when I was in that competitive arm wrestling circuit? 3-time champion, baby. I did feel bad crushing all those arms and dreams. So I took them all out for ice cream. And then we got crushed. Anyway, CG handled my claims fast.
That explains the arm.
The best cover for the best value. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Yo, everything good there?
Aye. This thing got me one way that day.
What do you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, I can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What do you really? Hey, this ain't like you, know?
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What's your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know, I watching ball. I've been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hooked, I tell you.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you all so much for sticking with us. Assistant Commissioner of Police Pam Trevillion has officially tendered her resignation from the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, with her final day of service set for March 8, 2025, according to a memorandum from the Governor of the Virgin Islands, His Excellency Daniel Pruis. Now, Governor Pruis, in a letter dated February 14, 2025, addressed to Trevillion, confirmed that her resignation had been accepted and expressed gratitude for her contributions to the security of these Virgin Islands. The governor also stated that the necessary processes should be now taken forward with the relevant parties. Trevillion's resignation comes in wake of reported tensions with the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force involving Acting Commissioner of Police Jacqueline Vantapool. Labeled as an internal matter by the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, Trevillion was placed on leave and later returned to deputy prior to her announced resignation. Now, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, in response to public speculation, issued a statement addressing the situation. They said, and I quote, "The Royal Virgin Islands Police Force acknowledges inquiries regarding an internal matter involving ACP Pam Trevillion. ACP Trevillion was on leave but has since returned on duty. The matter was appropriately addressed in accordance with the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force protocols. As this was an internal matter, no further comment will be provided." The specific details surrounding the internal dispute remain unclear. However, Governor Pruis, in his memo, thanked Trevillion for her service, stating, and I quote, "I should like to take this opportunity to thank you for your significant contribution you have made to the security of these Virgin Islands during your tenure at the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force. I wish you every success for the future." The memo was also copied to Acting Commissioner Vantapool, the Deputy Governor, and members of the National Security Council, as well as the Police Service Commission. The redevelopment of the ALTHEA SCATLIFFE Primary School has encountered delays, and a start date for the construction phase remains undetermined. According to Minister for Education, Youth Affairs and Sports, the Honorable Cherie B. De Castro, speaking during a recent House of Assembly session, Minister De Castro responded to a question posed by the Deputy Speaker and at-large representative, the Honorable Stacey Maythar, where she explained that the project managed by Unite BVI is still in the design stage. The organization is currently finalizing, she said, costing and approvals from relevant stakeholders before moving forward.
Madam Speaker, currently the project is in the design phase. There have been some delays, and Unite BVI is currently in the ongoing process of finalizing project costings and securing approvals from relevant stakeholders. Both the Ministry and Unite BVI remain steadfast in our commitment to this collaboration. We anticipate that once the designs are finalized and approved, we will be in a position to provide a more definitive timeline for the commencement of construction. Madam Speaker, we remain committed to keeping this Honorable House and the public informed as we progress.
The redevelopment is part of a 5-year memorandum of understanding between the government of the Virgin Islands as well as Unite BVI, signed in January of 2024. The agreement aims to implement infrastructural technology and infrastructural changes, human resources, upgrades to the territory's education system, with the ALTHEA SCATLIFFE Primary School project being the first major initiative. Minister De Castro expressed confidence in Unite BVI's ability to execute the project, citing their very impressive, she said, track record in previous infrastructural development.
Unite BVI, established in 2016 by Virgin Unite and Virgin Limited Edition, has a commendable track record of delivering impactful projects across the territory since 2018. In the education sector, Unite BVI has completed several educational initiatives, including the installation of new playgrounds at 5 primary schools: Willard Wheatley, Joy Samuel, Alexandrina Maduro, Ebenezer Thomas, and Inez Adams. Madam Speaker, additionally, in direct response to the devastation caused by the 2017 hurricane season, Unite BVI played a critical role in providing Chromebooks to students to ensure greater access to digital learning. resources at a time when traditional learning environments were severely disrupted. The organization also spearheaded the rebuild of Block A of Brigado Flax Educational Center, Secondary Division, the build-out of the second floor at Inez Adams Primary School, and the refurbishment of the newer building of Francis Letson Primary School, demonstrating an ongoing commitment to restoring and enhancing the territory's educational infrastructure.
During the session, 6th District Representative, the Honorable Myron V. Walwyn, followed up with a question regarding whether a structural assessment was conducted before the school's demolition in April of 2023, and if an estimated cost of the demolition was available. Minister De Castro confirmed that an assessment has been conducted, but stated that the cost of the demolition was not readily available at the time of her remarks.
In relation to the first part of the question, a structural assessment was done on the ALTHEA SCATLIFFE Primary School, and once the ministry received the official report, days later, the school was closed because of the gravity of the concerns regarding the ALTHEA SCATLIFFE Primary School. Madam Speaker, I do not have the numbers currently regarding the demolition, but it is something that I can request from my ministry and give to the Honorable House.
Additionally, Minister De Castro emphasized the urgency in addressing the infrastructural concerns at the ALTHEA SCATLIFFE Primary School, not particularly following a roof collapse incident in a classroom.
I want to make it very clear that the ministry had to be extremely expedient because there were significant challenges at the school. I recall one incident when the teachers came into school in the morning and the entire roof had fallen in on the tables and in the classroom. And we could only imagine what would have happened had students and teachers been in that classroom at this time. So, Madam Speaker, for quite some time, the institution was challenged, and it reached to the point, based on the assessment of the experts, that it needed to be demolished, and the ministry moved full steam ahead in seeking to secure donor support in the rebuild of ALTHEA SCATLIFFE, and I look forward to seeing that come to fruition, and I'm confident that Unite BVI track record will ensure that that happens.
While there is no confirmation start date for construction, the Education Minister noted that her ministry remains committed to seeing the project through. During another recent sitting of the House of Assembly, Deputy Speaker and Territorial At-Large Representative, the Honorable Stacey Mathar, questioned the Minister for Communications and Works, the Honorable Kai M. Reimer, on the expected sewage project in the East End Longlook community.
Madam Speaker, question number 2 for the Minister. Madam Speaker, for the Honorable Minister of Communications and Works, please tell this Honorable House A, what is the status of the East End Longlook sewage project and when is it scheduled to commence? B, which roadways areas would be impacted in this project? And C, how much funds are allocated in the 2025 budget for this project? Thank you.
Minister Reimer underscored the scope of the project.
The Eastern Longlook Sewage Project works are divided into several phases, with 2 outstanding phases to be completed. These remaining phases are the interconnection of the gravity and pumping main lines in the vicinity of Long Swamp Main Pump Station, which is currently being vetted for subsequent contract signing, and the connection of households to the sewage system, which is the last component prior to going live with the system. Madam Speaker, other phases are currently ongoing, which includes the repair and commissioning of the wastewater treatment plant at Paraquita Bay and the construction of the pump station at Long Swamp. These works commence in 2024 with the commissioning of these 2 components expected in the second quarter of 2025. Madam Speaker, tenders are out for the Paramtown to Long Swamp main line system for the connection to the East End area.
He then addressed the specific areas that are expected to be affected.
The roadways that will be impacted are as follows. Long Swamp segment in the area of the East End Police Station to the interconnection of the main gravity and pumping main lines. The contract for this component is currently being vetted at the AG Chambers. The Paramtown to Long Swamp for the main gravity and pumping main lines and pump station. This component of work is currently being tendered via the procurement unit, Ministry of Finance. And the Longlook segment, this component of work will be tendered shortly. Madam Speaker, a total of $2 million has been allocated in the 2025 budget for this project.
When questioned on whether the allocated budget will be sufficient, Minister Reimer stated that he believes monies will become available as needed.
based on the tendering process, I'm not sure what will come back, but I know this is a project that we have committed to get completed, and I'm sure the funds will become available once we're to that stage.
Up next, viewers, we have much more news from across the beautiful British Virgin Islands.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of Pop the Balloon or Find the Connection. Let's meet our first contender, ladies. Okay, Joey, so do you have any toxic traits?
I'm very restrictive. I don't give more time. What you get is what you get. I don't like to give unlimited time. That's it.
Okay, can you tell us why you popped your balloon?
That's a little too restricted for me.
Thank you for coming. Okay, ladies, so let's meet our second contender.
Sorry, excuse me. Why did you pop a balloon? I could give you minutes, data, unlimited call, overseas call, fiber. What else you need?
My friend used to date you. You are scam. She used to be for everything and more. Nothing to offer.
Okay, ladies, let's welcome our last contender. You look nice. Can you tell us your name?
Thank you. My name is Christian Charles Thomas. They call me C Sweetie.
What do you have to offer these ladies?
Well, security, trust, unlimited time, and a pretty fast.
Okay, so do you have any deal breakers?
Nah, but here's my number. 444-4444. Y tú, vida ilimitada.
Okay, guys, so no pop balloons.
For a fast, reliable, and secure connection for your personal or business life, call us at 444-4444 or visit any of our CCT stores and we'll get you connected with the perfect match for you.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you all so much for sticking with us. The British Virgin Islands Tourist Board and Film Commission recently announced the launch of the BVI Market Connect webinar series, a dynamic initiative designed to enhance collaboration between the BVI tourism industry and its international markets. The very first webinar is set to take place on Tuesday, February 29th, 2025, and will continue every Tuesday until 6th of May, 2025. Each session will serve as a platform for market-specific insights, networking, as well as strategic discussions aimed at increasing visitor arrivals and engagement with the destination. The BVI Market Connection webinars will provide a comprehensive understanding of cultural preferences, industry trends, and best practices to optimize market engagement. The initiative will focus on Italy, Germany, France, and the Nordic region, United Kingdom, Puerto Rico, United States, as well as Canada, and the Caribbean and niche markets, with presentations from BVI Tourist Board Film Commission's in-market representatives. Commenting on the webinar series, Mrs. Natasha Chowell, the British Virgin Islands Deputy Director of the Tourism Board, said, and I quote, "Coming on the heels of the recently concluded Tourism Summit, we thought it was time to reset and ensure our industry partners are familiar with nuances of the visitors from each market, and of course to acquaint them with our local and global marketing team with a view of greater collaboration." Building on the success of the webinar series, the BVI Tourist Board and Film Commission plans to evolve the initiative into an in-person event in 2026, bringing together BVI tourism stakeholders and source market representatives from one-on-one meetings and enhance collaboration opportunities. The race for the BVI Football Association's National League title is heating up as Virgin Gorda United close the gap to 4 points behind leaders Wolves FC following a decisive 4-1 victory over One Love United last weekend. Take a look at this report.
WOLUES, who have been dominant throughout the season, had to settle for a 2-2 draw against Islanders FC, allowing Virgin Gorda United to take advantage and inch closer in the standings. Playing at the Greenland Football Field on Saturday, February 15th, WOLUES FC found themselves in a battle against Islanders FC, ultimately dropping 2 crucial points in a thrilling match. Hugo Liziario opened the scoring for WOLUES in the 18th minute, but Anferny Johnson responded for Islanders Islanders in the 55th minute to level the match. Wolves regained the lead in the 71st minute when Javier Pereira found the back of the net, but just 4 minutes later, MARLON delivered a spectacular equalizer in the 75th minute, securing a hard-fought draw for the Islanders. With the draw, Wolves moved to 33 points at the top of the standings. Here's a look at that game.
All you get is height, no distance. Oh my goodness. Heavy tackle comes in. Back to number 6, spreading it nicely. Wolves take a shot to goal. Could be shot. It's a goal! Into the back of the net. Oh my goodness. Good shot here from the Wolves. Good building up. And ball comes across. Nice one. Who is there? Troy goes up, heads inside. Can he send to the back of the net? It's a goal! It's a goal! Pointed out there by Guillaume and and the ball is number 20 for the Warriors. Trying to go ahead. Yeah, even Steven as he knocked it in. Gonna come off his line. Try to get it out. Oh my goodness, not too far. Shot comes in once more. Block. And he sent to the back of the net. It's a goal! It's into the back of the net. Chini appealing to Guillaume as he looked at his watch. Find Spice taking it to the Warriors. Spice still with the ball. Tapped it inside and find Shaman, number 19. Number 19 in a shot from way out. Oh my goodness, it's a goal! It's into the back of the net. Oh my goodness, Marcus had no chance as he taking it from way out, about 50 yards out, and whistle it into the far corner.
Virgin Gorda United knew they couldn't afford a slip-up, and they made a statement win against One Love United on Sunday at Greenland, dominating with a 4-1 victory. The goals came from Levon Williams, Joel Mars, Ikaija Williams, and Jadon Kwashi. Shane Prince managed to pull one back for One Love in the 74th minute, but it was too little, too late. The win moved VG United to 29 points, just 4 behind Wolves, with 1 game in hand, keeping their title hopes alive.
Behind the ball for VG United. Knocked it across. Who is on the end of it? Heads out there by Tallman Julian. Heads back inside by Devante. Shot comes in. Couldn't get a foot drop on it. Chances again. And it's into the back of the net. It's a goal! Fiji United strike. Saint on the flank, but get through. Julian just pushing it back. Find the keeper. As he been attacked by Levi. Just knocked it back out. Find Julian. Julian tapped it inside and find Humas, number 10. This one could be trouble. This one could be problems. And the pin to the back of the net. It's a goal! Number 10, Mazu. Mars, number 10. Tapped it over. Good ball after crossbar. Oh my goodness, twice. And come back into play. Shot comes in again once more. Oh, it's a goal! It's in. Ben muttering down. Let's see if he goes on the end of it. Yes, he can. But being attacked by one player. Nicely. Get around him. Looking for some help. There's the ball going off the pitch. It's going to be a throw-in. Toss it in. Take down nicely by Koshi. Shot comes in. Oh, my goodness. It's into the back of the net. It's a goal. Fiji United are in there. Going for the head. 4 goals. Can do so. Ball being pushed back. At number 13. That's number 4. Number 4 collecting nicely. Number 4 trying to decide. Trying to go between 2 players. Push it across. This one coming. Trouble. It's in the back of the net. It's a goal. Nice ball here by the One Love team. Slam it in. Stash.
In another exciting match at Greenland, Lionheart FC bounced back from an early deficit to defeat Sugar Boys FC 3-1. Caron Monroe put Sugar Boys ahead in the 30th minute, but Janelle Ferdinand's equalizer in the 45th minute ensured the teams went into halftime level. The second half belonged to Lionheart, with Gregory Dublin and Siobhan Thomas sealing the victory, lifting them to 27 points, just behind VG United in 3rd place.
On the right side of the pitch. Whistle go, send it inside. Knocked it inside. Oh my goodness, off the crossbar. It's in the goal! It's into the back of the net. The Sugar Boys scoring in the 30th minute as of doubt. And Cartel is there in attendance. Plays there as well. Makanaki tapped it, trying to get into the scoring column. But number 8 is there in attendance. Makanaki knocked it inside. Who is there? Cartel pushing it back out, but to Makanaki trying to get it inside. Who is there? Pushing it nicely. Shot comes in. Oh my goodness. It's into the back of the net. So we are even, Steven. As the whistle goes once more. Makanaki. Oh my goodness, good save here by the keeper. Knocked it out. Shot comes in once more. And it's into the back of the net. Second chance as Sugar Boy is really lackadaisical. Good saving here by the keeper.
Meanwhile, over at the Virgin Gorda Recreation Ground, Positive FC cruised past Avengers FC 6-1, while Panthers FC shut out Old Madrid 4-0. The standout performances came from league's top goal scorer Nigel Sanderson, who netted twice in Panthers' commanding win. Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes.
Viewers, that is it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at tweet4media.com. Of course, follow us on our WhatsApp channel for daily updates, as well as Tweet4Media on Facebook, Tweet4BVI on Instagram, and X, formerly Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. Do have a safe and enjoyable evening. A happy Wednesday's wish to all. Goodbye.